go ahead and come into a comfortable seat. We're going to be doing some nice deep stretching today. So just be ready for that. It's going to be a bit more relaxing, less of a flow like what we've been doing recently, but it'll be a bit more of an intense stretch, so not quite as relaxing as just some of the stretching we'll do at the end of class sometimes. So I see a few more people have joined. We're going to need a bolster or some bed pillows or couch pillows today, a strap, which you could also use a necktie or a hoodie, and some blocks, which you could use a chair or the side of a couch for today, okay? So we'll be using those later. All right, so come into a nice, comfortable seat. If you're seated like this and it's feeling uncomfortable, you can always grab something to sit up on like a blanket or pillows or something like that, just to get the hips a bit more elevated. We're going to do some nice deep stretching, and we're going to start from the head and just work our way down to the feet. So sit in a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and we'll take a few deep breaths. So just inhale through the nose, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. We're starting off with some neck circles. Instead of going all the way around to the end of your range, imagine somebody had a string attached to the top of your head, and they were gently guiding your head in a circle. So when we go back, try not to compress the bones in your neck, but just gently make a full circle. So we're going to go 5 times like that. So keeping kind of the top of the head upright the whole time. So 5 like that, inhaling back, exhaling forward. Inhaling and exhaling. 3, 4, and 5. Come back to the center and go the other direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more circles. Good. Last one. Nice. Back to the center. Left ear towards your left shoulder, and hold that there. Take a deep breath. You can reach your right arm away and flex your fingers. You'll get this nice nerve sensation down that right arm. Good. Gaze down and keep that same stretch. So your chin is towards your left collarbone. Inhale, back to the center. Right ear towards right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath. Option again, reach your left arm away and flex your left hand. Deep breaths. Chin down towards your chest, gazing down towards your right hip. One more breath. Inhale and come up. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, gaze to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, gaze to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, gaze to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, gaze to the right. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Back to the center. Reach your arms out to a T. Bring them slightly forward. Make fists that point your thumbs to the sky. We're going to take some big rotations through our shoulders to get our shoulders nice and warmed up. So thumbs start up, then point them down, and then try to point them back a little bit. Up one. We're gonna do about 8 of those. Down, and just keep breathing. You wanna feel a little bit of burn in your shoulder muscles as we go here, but we should feel some big rotation happening in our shoulder joints. Our scap and our shoulder blades should move a little bit. Just loosening all of this up, really good way to start our day. That's about 5. Keep the spine nice and tall. Keep breathing. Good, we'll do 2 more. Down and up and back. Last one. Down and up and back. Good, relax, shake it out. We're gonna stay in this shoulder joint a little bit, or shoulder joints a little bit more. Take your right hand, you're gonna reach it up over in front of your face to tap your left shoulder. Up towards the sky, and then bring it around your back and try to tap the back of your left shoulder. So reach for the other shoulder behind you. So we'll do 5 of those on each side. Up and tap in front, up. Take it around, your palm will face away from you, and tap your left shoulder behind you. So that's 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Good. Other side. Left hand up. Inhale over. Tap your left shoulder. Your right shoulder, sorry. Inhale up. Exhale around and tap. Inhale up and over. Exhale around and tap. That's 2. Inhale up and over, around and tap. 3. Inhale and exhale. 4. Last one. Inhale and exhale. And 5. Nice job. Bring it back around in front. Take your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you for a little seated twist. Gaze over your left shoulder. Take a deep breath here. Might feel this in the back of the shoulders a little bit. Starting to get into the spine. Exhale, slowly unwind and switch sides. Left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Gaze over your right shoulder. Sit up nice and tall and take 2 deep breaths. Slowly unwind back to the center. Last thing for our shoulders here. Bring your arms into a goalpost shape. On an inhale, rotate your hands down. Keep your elbows up with the level of your shoulders. Good. Bring it up. Squeeze them behind you, your shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, bring your forearms to touch. So we'll do that 4 times. Inhale, open and rotate. Exhale. Inhale up and squeeze back. Exhale, bring it forward. That's 2. Inhale, open and rotate. Exhale. Up. Inhale and squeeze back. Exhale, bring it forward, forearms, elbows touch too at the center there. Last one, open and rotate. Up, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Bring it together. Great job. Let's stretch out our wrists and we'll come to tabletop position. Left palm faces forward. Right hand grabs the left fingertips and pull back on the left fingertips. Keep the elbow in close towards you, the left elbow. So I don't have my arm extended. It's bent at a 90-degree angle. That'll help get right into the forearm and into the wrist. Again, this is a good one to prep before we work on the computer today and or drive or whatever we're doing. Nice way to open up and get the wrists prepared for our day. So Switch sides, use the left hand, pull back on your right fingers. Right elbow is in towards your right side with the elbow bent. Palm is facing away. One more deep breath. Good. Then just make a couple circles with your wrists and shake it out. Come around into a tabletop position. Take your blocks and stand them up on the highest setting. If you don't have blocks, you can use the side of a couch, like the arm of a couch, or a chair. You could use the bottom part of a chair for this one, okay? So either of those will work. You could, if you're by like a coffee table, that would work as well. Take your hands on top of the blocks or whatever you're using, just palms flat on top of whatever you're using. Start to bring your knees a bit further back. Keep the arms long. On an inhale, let your chest just drop down. Keep your hips high. This is going to be a big opening for the shoulders here. A little bit into the spine as well. So you want to think, sometimes we've been doing a lot of cow cats in our flow lately. So think cow pose. Think about like a U shape with your spine. And get that nice opening along the shoulders. On our exhale, we're going to lift up, try to bring the sternum up towards the sky, so the chest bone up to the sky, and push your belly up. So you're kind of rounding your spine, and push your palms into the blocks or into the chair, whatever you're using. Good. Inhale, coming back to that stretch. Exhale, hollow out the belly, push into the hands and arch the spine. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, come into that stretch. Think about a U shape in your upper back. Exhale, arch the spine. Good. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Come back up to tabletop position, so hands and knees. You can move the blocks. Last stretch for our shoulders, and we'll get into the hips. Take your hands forward. Right hand is a bit extended so your arm is straight. Left hand underneath with the palm facing down. Press into that left palm and start to turn your chest and your gaze to the left. So you're really pushing into that left hand, and hopefully you feel a stretch behind that left shoulder into the left upper back. So gaze and the twist is going to the left. Push into that left hand. One more breath. And relax. We'll switch sides. So left hand is forward. Right arm underneath with the palm facing down. Push into the right palm. Gaze to the right and gently twist to the right. So your chest is coming closer to your right bicep. Press into that right hand. One more deep breath. I know this one can be intense. Good. Back to the center. Take your toes together, your knees wide towards the edges of your mat. Walk your hands a bit forward. Inhale, roll forward. Start to bring your hips forward and your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, press the hips back. Child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Shoulders over wrists. Hips forward. Exhale, press back. Child's pose. 2 more times like that. This is a nice hip warm up. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Nice. Back to the center. Take your right leg out to the right and come down to your forearms. Forearms are down underneath, or elbows are under the shoulders. Right leg is out to the right. And just point your toes wherever you need to get your whole foot on the ground. we'll rotate. We're going to press back and forth rather than rotate. Sorry about that. So hips back and then come forward. Just rocking forward and back. We should feel a big opening and sensation on the inside of the right leg and thigh. We'll go forward and back once more. And just hold it at the back. Find the deepest stretch you can and take 2 deep breaths. Good. Back to the center, and we'll take the other side. So left leg out to the left this time. Point your toes wherever you need to get the foot on the ground. And start to rock back and forth. Just gently getting into the inner thigh and groin of that left leg. Good. Take one more deep breath. And then hold it at the back or hold it at your deepest stretch point. Take 2 deep breaths. Good. Come back to the center. Come around, sit down. Take your left leg in front of you at a 90-degree angle and your right leg out to the right at a 90-degree angle as well. So it can be kind of funky feeling. So if you need to sit up on something to be able to sit upright, that's totally fine. You can grab a pillow or blanket and prop that left hip up for some support. All right, so we might get some cramping on this one. If that happens, just try to push through that, breathe through it, take a break and come back in, okay? So just 2 times. We're gonna lift this right foot up. So the right knee will stay down, right foot will lift. We're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. So you can use your fingers for some support. Lift that right foot, knee stays down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Good. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Ooh, and I'm cramming too. And we're going to turn toward that right leg. So just take a little open twist. So you're facing the right leg for a little twist there. Really, really good one for the hips in the morning. One more deep breath. Good. Come around and turn to face your left knee now. So my chest is pointing towards this left knee. And then come forward onto your forearm. So legs are in the same position. My chest is lined up with my left knee. And I should be getting a deep stretch on that left hip. We'll take 2 breaths. Good. Come up nice and slow. Take your hands behind you and windshield wiper your legs back and forth. So kind of the feet stay where they're at. And the legs will kind of open and close back and forth a few times. Good. And we'll do the other side. So I'll bring my right leg forward in that 90-degree angle. Left leg out to the left. Again, something under the right hip if you need it to sit upright. First, we'll start with lifting that left foot. Remember, left knee stays down. So just 2 times, hold for 5 seconds. So lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And then open twist. So bring your left hand behind you, face your left leg. Take a deep breath. Good. Awesome. Come up. Turn so your chest lines up with your right knee, and then hinge forward over that right knee. Forearms can be down, you can relax the head, you can walk the hands further out if you want a deeper stretch. Take one more breath here. Good. And come up nice and slow. All right, come around and stand up. We're going to go through a kind of quick sun salutation with some added stretches here. This will be our last thing for today. Stand with your feet about hip width distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, and stretch it to the sky. Point to the sky. Exhale, arms wide. Bend your knees, send your hips back. So to really stretch out our hamstrings a lot this morning, bend your knees until you can find your chest or your ribs touching your thighs. So bend your knees as much as you need to do that. Either grab your ankles or step on your palms. Whichever one works for this stretch here. So we're going to bend the knees, let your head relax. Push into your hands, either if you're grabbing your ankles or your feet, and then lift the hips up. And just lift until you you need to keep that connection with your belly to your thighs the whole time. So that when you lose that connection, just bend that again. So bend the knees, keep that connection belly to thigh, and then lift the hips. Bend the knees, and lift, bend the knees, and lift, and just hold that for one breath. Good. Bend your knees, release your hands. Inhale to a halfway lift. Slide your hands up your shins, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, spread your fingers. Step back to a plank, so a high push-up. Bring your knees down and slowly come to your belly. Hands off the sides of your mat with your elbows up and your fingertips on the ground. Tops of the feet down. Inhale, push into your hands and lift your chest. Big arch for the spine there. Exhale down. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, come down. Tuck the toes, push to your knees, and then if you're able, you can either stay here for a puppy pose or lift your hips up and back for a downward dog. If you're doing downward dog today, we're going to pedal out the feet. So just bend one knee at a time and press the opposite heel into the mat. So try to keep lifting up and back with those hips. Take one more breath. Shift forward and drop your knees. Stand up on your knees. Step your left foot forward. Go a bit further forward than normal today. Top of the right foot is down. Squeeze the right glute and bring your hips forward. Line the left knee up over the left ankle. Balance your hands on your left leg here and just kind of rotate. Bring a little movement. We want to feel a stretch on the front of this right hip. You can even bring your right hand down if you want to kind of deepen the stretch a little bit. Take some deep breaths. So just kind of moving around in the hips here. So we feel that opening along the front of the right hip. Good. And then we'll just lift up, hands on top of this left knee, and just lift the chest, gaze ahead. Squeeze the right glute. Big stretch there. One more breath. Good. Bring it back. Bring your left foot to slide back a little bit. Hinge forward, fingertips on the mat. Frame your front foot. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Step your right foot in. Other side. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Interlace your fingers. Release your index fingers. Push them together and reach them to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hips go back. So same thing here. We're going to repeat that same stretch. Belly to thighs, bend your knees. Stand on your hands or grab your ankles. Release your head. Bend your knees. Keep that connection with the thighs and lift the hips. Bend and lift. And it's okay if you don't get very far on this one. That's a big stretch. Lift. Last one. Bend and lift. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on your shins, gaze down, long spine. Exhale, slide the hands down, plant the palms. One foot back at a time to plank. Drop your knees. Slowly come to your belly. Tops of the feet down. Fingertips off the sides of the mat with the elbows up. Inhale, lift. Kind of an extended cobra here. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Push to your knees. Either come to puppy pose or lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Same thing here again. Pedal out the feet and really get into the calves and ankles here. Good. One more deep breath. Inhale, shift forward, drop the knees, and stand up. Step your right foot pretty far forward. Top of the left foot is down. Shift the hips forward. Same thing here. If you want, you can go deeper. Bring the fingertips down. You can use a block as well, or stay up here on that right knee. And just start to shift around in the hips. Little rotation through the spine. One more deep breath. Good. And then place your right hand on your right knee, left hand on top of your right hand. Squeeze the left glute and just lift the chest. Big stretch for the front of that left hip. One more breath. Good. Bring it back. Frame your front foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your knee, and step it in. Good. This time we'll just come down to a seat. Come to a comfortable seat. We're going to end here today. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit more open. The muscles feel nice and stretched and warm for the day. This is a wonderful thing to repeat fully through. So once you get the link for the video, this is a really good one to repeat. Your muscles will respond really well to the second round. Also, drink a lot of water today. After doing that, we will definitely have released some toxins by moving through the lymphatic system as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class. We're going to end with just a nice round of breath together. We want to keep this energy as we go throughout our day. So bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale out the mouth. Last one like that. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste.